Hey guys, today I'm going to do a really quick review because I don't know how long I've got left till my camera battery dies, so I'm just going to quickly do a review. I got this the other week. I've actually just unboxed it, so I've been slightly busy. But yeah, what this mask is a PDA 7, I believe, and pretty much this mask is simply made for emergency uses such as if there's very low to little oxygen, escaping fires, and I believe as well water. I'm honestly not too sure. Like I said, the mask is more for emergency use and is made by a Russian industrial company who actually sells the same overall kit, like the same regenerative canister and rebreather bag, except the face piece is different. And looking at it straight away, you'll notice that the face piece looks just like a GP7, but without the exhale valve and intake and exhale port. It's pretty much based on that, except like I said, it doesn't have the exhale valve or this side filter intake or the exhale valve, as it's a rebreather. It all goes into one regenerative canister. The mask, as I said, came in this like plastic bag, box, like this plastic box, as you can see here. This was on top. Like I said, it all folds in. I'll try and show you that at the end. It's quite hard to do, but it was all folded in somehow into this box, and this is simply the lid that goes on top. Some Cyrillic there. Like I said, I unfortunately can't translate that at the minute. And this was actually around the whole box. And what this is just to prove, this is just like a safety seal to see that it's been sealed or not. See, it goes around the ridge of the box like this. So it goes around the box and you clip it onto the other side, onto the other part of the box. Again, not much else to say other than that. It's just, you know, basic bracket pretty much. You can see that, as if you can see that. Yeah, like I said, there's not really much to say. There's a few stamps on it, and that's about it. But yeah, put that aside. As I said, it just comes, that's the top of the lid. So how it works is the mask says you inhale and exhale through the mask, and then when you exhale, it goes through this hose into the regenerative canister where the CO2 is removed for a scrubber unit. And wanted to say these rebreather canisters have something called potassium superoxide, which is very dangerous. If you don't know what it is, it reacts very badly with water, and pretty much the reaction, if the superoxide comes in contact with water, it reacts badly and can cause a massive open flame and even explosions in rare cases. Like I said, if you do have these or any Russian regenerative canisters, please be advised you should not be using these in or putting water directly into here. So if you are using one, make sure it's securely fit tightly, because if you get water into these, they can explode or cause immediate heavy fires, which is very dangerous. But anyway, like I said, obviously how it works is you simply breathe through the respirator. It goes through this scrubber unit or regenerative canister, removes the CO2, goes through this bag, this massive air bladder. See, there's some markings in there. So this all folds up. Like I said, this was all folded up in the bottom of this bag like that. But yeah, you see there's a overpressure port if there's too much pressure in it. Like I said, there's a few markings on it. Like I said, to activate this, you simply pull the tab up here. If you can see that, I don't think you can see that quite well. Hang on. You simply pull this tag, this pin here, and the bit at the top, and you pull it, and then it starts to create a small amount of steam. This is very similar with the RPD-5 canisters with the IP4 and IP5 rebreathers. They work the same way, but this is just for emergency. That's why it's much smaller. This is quite a lot smaller than the other canisters, but it works the same way. Once you remove the pin, it might produce a little amount of steam. The canister itself can get quite hot, some of them, I'm not sure about these, but I know the RP4s do. But yeah, like I said, and then you have so long before it expires, and when it expires you should take it off immediately because you will slowly suffocate carbon dioxide, which is not nice. And again, not like I said, not really much to say. You can replace this filter, I believe, because you see here, if you can see that, it's held in by some Jubilee clips, I believe, just a bracket in there, this band. You can replace it. Some Cyrillic there, 13, 9, 13. I'm not sure, I think these are quite new, so I think it might be 2013. I'm honestly not too sure. I'd say late 90s, 2000s. But yeah, like I said, they are, if these canisters and the other Russian, Soviet rebreather canisters should be dealt with quite seriously because they're not a joke. These are very dangerous. If water or, you know, liquids are exposed to this, it can be quite dangerous. So as I said, if you have them, please be careful with it because it's a lot more dangerous than people think. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately there's not really much else to show you. Quickly show you the mask. It's very, very basic. Yeah, like I said, there's not really much to show you on this mask, I'm afraid. So looking inside the mask, like I said, there isn't really much else to see. It's very, very basic. It's very similar to a GP7 except a few things. So as you can see, a sort of an oral nasal cup sort of indent here. Not really an oral nasal cup. No T-SOAP system at all. At the bottom you have the inhale, exhale intake. You can't really see that very well. It's like a metal grid. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a really strange metal grid material. And then on the mask itself, it has, like I said, the standard similar harness to the GP7. I believe it's a little bit thinner rubber. There's a mark in there. And then, as I said, the outside of the mask is 2 stamps on the head of the face piece. And then there's one on the side, the manufacturing stamp 16R 12 to maybe 2012, and then the third quarter 2012, I believe this was made. Like I said, it's very, like I said, very basic mask. But yeah, like I said, all it is. This also would, like I said, would be worn like this with the bag extended, so it would be something like that. You can imagine this would be worn obviously on the waist and then like such, so it would be worn, it looks something like this. I can quickly put it on. Yeah. Like I said, there's not really much else for me to say about this mask because there is very little in the English about this mask. I've had to translate a very few things. Once I find more info, I might redo this review, but for now, I just want to do a really quick review for you guys because, as I said, I've been a bit late, so yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, please comment and like and give me some more information if possible. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, cheers for watching.